Today, we're going to treat your personal finances like the ultimate video game. If you've ever felt like the economy is permanently stuck on hard mode while you're holding a broken controller, well, you're absolutely in the right place. We are going to explore how gamified tools are completely revolutionizing financial education. Plus, we're going to uncover some of those secrets your banker will literally never tell you about, what's actually happening to your hard-earned cash behind the scenes. Let's kick things off with a pretty provocative question. Why is it that we can defeat incredibly complex bosses in video games or flawlessly manage massive digital inventories, but we completely struggle to balance a basic monthly budget in real life? It's kind of wild, right? See, when we play a game, the rules are crystal clear. The feedback is instant, and dying just means you respawn. But real-world finance? It's buried in confusing jargon, the feedback loop can take years, and the stakes couldn't possibly be higher. And the real-world fallout from all this confusion is genuinely alarming. Take a look at this number, 17%. According to the 2023 UK Money Literacy Test, that tiny slice represents the percentage of 18 to 24-year-olds who actually possess sufficient financial literacy. Think about what that actually means. Literally, 83% of young adults are stepping into the real world completely unequipped. It's like being dropped in the final boss arena without even playing the tutorial. So how do we fix this? Here are the 4 levels we need to clear to master our financial future. 1. The financial literacy gap. 2. The power of gamification. 3. Simulating real-world wealth. And 4. Escaping the rat race. All right, level 1. The financial literacy gap. This gap right here is the real boss fight of our lives. When traditional education drops the ball, young adults face crushing economic pressure. Because what schools entirely miss, and honestly, these are the secrets your banker will never tell you, is how stealthy things like hidden fees and inflation are just silently eating away at your savings every single day. If you don't know this, unexpected expenses will completely wipe you out, trapping you in a really dangerous, compounding spiral of debt. Moving on to level 2, the power of gamification. If dusty old textbooks aren't doing the trick, we have to meet people where they actually spend their time, on their screens. And listen, gamification isn't just about making things fun or entertaining. It's a highly proven behavioral design strategy. By pulling in game mechanics, points, progress bars, badges, and crucially, instant feedback, we can totally rewrite a person's relationship with money. It flips from being a stressful chore to a really rewarding challenge. The science actually backs this up perfectly with the Technology Acceptance Model, or TAM. It basically proves that we only use a tool if we genuinely think it's useful and if it's super easy to use. Gamification takes incredibly complex financial concepts and makes them intuitive. It instantly lowers the barrier to entry so you actually want to log in and learn. Okay, level 3, simulating real-world wealth. This is where serious games create a literal sandbox mode for your life. Take the Banque de France game Signes d'Argent. It's a digital narrative that walks you through massive life choices. You have to manage a budget starting from your college dorm, straight through to your first job, moving in with a partner, and eventually dealing with the headaches of buying a house. It lets you see the long-term impact of your spending habits in a matter of minutes rather than decades. At the same time, apps like Stock Market Simulator and Hotshot Stocks let you get your feet wet trading traditional equities and bonds using virtual cash. You're handed 10,000 virtual dollars tied to real-time global markets. You get to ride the emotional roller coaster of investing, the sudden market dips, the stress, the big gains, all before you ever risk a single dime of your actual savings. What's really fascinating here is the sheer variety of tools available to us now. On one side, we have Maboo, a super clean, consumer-friendly app using the JARS system to help visually chunk out your daily budget. Then on the other side, you've got Freed. This is a much more advanced entrepreneurship simulator that dives deep into cash flow, assets, and liabilities. Both use game mechanics, but they hit totally different stages of your financial evolution. And guys, the results are phenomenal. Traditional financial education is dry, the curricula are incomplete, and nobody wants to engage with it. But these apps use what's called goal-directed design. Maboo, for example, scored a massive 90 on the system usability scale. The industry average is just 68. By giving you countdown trackers for your savings and rewarding you with badges, these tools legitimately change your long-term behavior. Which brings us to level 4, escaping the rat race. This is the ultimate win state. The absolute core goal of simulators like Freed is beautifully captured in this really simple equation. Your passive income must grow until it completely outweighs your living expenses. It's the hardest thing to achieve in life, but once that scale tips, you've officially bought back your time. As the creators of Freedom point out, every player starts from a random financial situation. You could roll a janitor, a teacher, a lawyer, it doesn't matter. The victory condition never changes. By making smart, educated investments in traditional vehicles like real estate, business, or the stock market, your financial avatar can finally stop trading hours for dollars. But watch out. Just like in the real world, the game loves to throw a curveball. You're cruising along and bam, an event card pops up. Your smartphone breaks, instantly draining $400 from your account. These simulators perfectly teach the absolute necessity of an emergency fund. Because if you don't have that cash on hand, you're taking on high interest debt, which sets your progress back by years. So I want to leave you with an interactive do the math challenge to really expose the reality of this rat race. Let's take an average teacher salary of 2,800 euros a month. Now count the hours actually mobilized for that job. Working, prepping, commuting, even lunch breaks. You are dedicating about 225 hours a month to your job. Let's say you're super disciplined and manage to save a really solid 33% of that salary. That's 933 euros. But here's the kicker. If you divide that 933 euros by those 225 hours of your life you gave up for it, you are earning a net hourly savings rate of just 4 euros per hour. 4 euros for an hour of your life. I highly urge you, especially if you're a young employee, to calculate your own rate. Realizing just how worrying this reality is might be the exact push you need to take that first step toward financial freedom. So whether it's for you or for parents wanting to help their young adult children, I invite you to register for a free diagnostic financial workshop and discover the Freed Simulator app. The tools are right there to help you build wealth safely. So when will you stop letting the economy play you and finally start playing to win?